People. Que pasa, sa pase, what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. There was once a famous popular commercial on TV in America and most first world country. It was a commercial for a bar known as Klondike Bar. It was some sorts of bar, chocolates and ice cream in the middle, mostly vanilla. The commercial said something like this: what would you do for a Klondike bar? Would you go above and beyond for a Klondike bar? Well, the same can be said for green card. Having a green card in some person's opinion is like striking gold. It is an opportunity for a better life in the place that most persons aspire to go, which is America. A lot of persons go to America and they subject themselves to all sorts of abuse. Them have to put up with all sorts of man or all sorts of woman. Them get abused verbally and physically. Them have to put them ASS over the counter. Sometimes them have to NAM, sometimes them have to SUCK. Sometimes they will do stuff that they don't normally do if they did not need that elusive green card. In this case, it seems as if a lady of the Scandalina, scandalous type, brought some sorts of man from Jamaica and bring him go America. And it seems as if before him couldn't get the green card, the temporary, the social security, it seems as if him start for BURN, the bridges. It seems as if he was not loyal. Him find a next opportunity at an older lady's house. So it seems, well, it does not seem, it is obvious that the person that married him and filed for him is getting in her feelings because she gets some sorts of information, intelligence that, listen, me hear say the little dirty jankro over this one yard and that one yard. And we see him all the time. Him car always park over there. As a matter of fact, your car in which you give him for drive up and down and make himself comfortable, it park in front of Matey yard. So people like the average Scandalina would, or maybe the average person, if they are upset and if this person is dissing you when you're trying to help them. This lady decides that she's going to go and pay that lady a visit in the wee hours of the night in a decent neighborhood, and she was going to scandal her. She was going to bawl out her name and say that amongst other things. So people, I want you to take a look at this beautiful bean footage, and then I'll give my piece.
You take care of it.
It's a fire. Make keep my voice down for choose the fire now.
Yeah, make sure it's
on them sprinkler.
Yeah. I know.
Dry pussy pearl! Stinking pussy pearl! Ragga me blood clot husband! You can't go to Jamaica and bring him back when me send him home pussy hole. That is stinking Attar Wilson. You love all women for what them can give you. You's a blood clot, love likes. Fuck you pussy hole when I send you back to blood clot Jamaica.
Come on my yard, I'm come on yours.
You come on my yard for my man when me put him out. Me come on yours with him close them bitch. Take him now. And go to Jamaica and give him the green card again. Dirty Pearl Graham. Nurse practitioner Pearl blood clot Graham. We fuck you.
Now people, like me say, I don't know the circumstance that lead to this. Don't know if this man violate this lady in the worstest way. However, what was quite obvious from this video is that this lady has the characteristics, the thoughts of that of Amari or Queenie. She is a Scandalina, all type of Scandalina that it seems as if it is in her natural instinct to react like this. Some sorts of coronation market syndrome. Now people, here's the reality of the situation. Whenever you have a man, or you have a woman, or you use a man we have a man, or you use a woman we have a woman, your partner is loyal to you. Joe Grind or Matey is not loyal to you. Everybody is looking about their own self-interest. Everybody wants that elusive, whatever it is, that gets them that orgasm. So therefore, wherever them go do, them not care if them have to be RUK, your foot, take away your man, take away your woman, them a go do that because them no know you from Adams or Eve. So therefore, this thinking of most sketelina, most little GYAL fool, for things you get upset with the person that took away your significant other. The person you are to blame, that you and them signed some sorts of contract, not in writing, however, just through loyalty and ethics and moral. That is the person that you should blame. Next thing is this. She claims that the lady come her yard and take away the man. Is there some sorts of video footage with this lady of some sorts of KNIFE or oldest man at GUN point? Or did he voluntarily leave? Did he think within himself, say, you know, say, me not really comfortable at this situation, or me just a dog and I am trying to get my horse and the saddle, have me cake and also eat it. That is the reality of the situation. So therefore, this lady did not make this man do anything. Yes, she might have influenced him with some sorts of talk, some sorts of head, some sorts of PUMS, but me no know nothing about that. Me just a talk in general. So therefore, that was wrong. The lady did not take your man from your house. She never come at your house. Yes, maybe she came to the house to pick him up based on his requirement, based on what he asked. Maybe he himself did not even tell this lady, same live with a woman, and this woman give him some sorts of green card. So for you to pack up with your little follow back of friends. Now people, here's the thing. If you have the right friends, they will give you the right advice. Sensible, conscious advice. Had this lady had some friends that are good or decent or wish her any sorts of well, obviously they think that they wish her well. However, they themselves are blind. So therefore, it is like the blind leading the blind. My point is this. Had you had some sensible, decent or half-decent friend, the first thing them would tell you, then if him gone left from your house, you are give him a green card, the green card don't even come through yet, and then him gone over Matey yard, a older lady, that means something definitely wrong. That means that he is not loyal. That means that it is some sort of red flag for cut him off. So, me just say, depending on the violation, you do not need to do anything other than just cut, laying at the cuts, cut him off, stop the process of him getting that green card. If you feel that you weigh the pros and the cons, and even though him have a next woman on the side, which most men do, you can't just make the process go through. That is a decision that you have to make. That is a decision that a good friend would tell you, and I am telling you. However, when you have a sketelina friend, this is the advice that she or they will give you. The dirty boy do that. After you put him like a rusty wood in your mouth and make him back you up and jack you up, him gone over this all wrinkle PUMS lady. How will she do? She must say OBI him. Listen, she probably out there at OBI your toe. So therefore you need to put a stop to this. Make her go to the girl yard and make up all sorts of noise and wake up the people in them decent neighborhood when them have to go to work early in the morning. That is what Sketelinas do. Them like drama, them like mix up, them like passa, them like controversy. They are never going to give anybody, including themselves, advice because they don't know any sorts of better and like themselves. Those who know better do better. To whom much is given, much is expected. So therefore, the expectations for Sketelina and market type sorts of mentality, it is no different than what we see being displayed here. Now, the sad thing about this situation, or one of the sad things about this situation, is that this lady, she left, she go pick up her friends, or her friends go pick her up. And she go at this lady yard in which she say this lady has some sorts of older lady and the man love of old lady. And the lady PUMS smell like 10 days cabbage water. However, Attar is still at Pearl's house. So therefore, if him choose the old woman with the wrinkled pumps we smell like 10 days cabbage water, what does that say about you? Who does it tell you that is leading, regardless of what you are saying? People, this is what happens when people think with their emotion instead of them brain. Think with them heart instead of them brain. Them do a whole bunch of foolishness, and this only makes you look bad in the sight of anybody that is sensible. Simple as that. What that lady in the house should have done is call 911 or 119 and tell the police, listen, we have some little people look like them broke out of some sort of jail or Coronation Market, jump on a plane and come in our nice neighborhood and also make up peer noise, disturbing the peace. Make the poor come for them and fling them in a some sorts of cell because that is exactly what they deserve. Now, people, like me say, anything that you hear me say, that is my opinion. My opinion is different from yours based on how you think, based on how you pray. It is right in my eyes. That is what, well, I wouldn't do that because I wouldn't marry to any sort of man. But me just say, if me I give anybody any sorts of advice and I am not perfect, me just say at that me wouldn't do. At the end of the day, it is simple as this. This lady Pearl is not loyal to you like Attar or Atari is. Pearl is looking out for her own self-interest. Maybe Pearl don't even know, say, listen, this man live a yard with a wife that is giving him some sort of green card. So therefore, Pearl is in the dark. So therefore, when you come and I make up peer nice a Pearl yard, Pearl herself might be surprised and looking upon Attar or Atari and I ask him, what kind of mad woman that? You really know that person or that person just mad? How come she have your name? Who is our friend? Rete, Lele? Inquiring minds are going to want to know. Moral of the story is this. Like me say, everybody wants an opportunity for better. So therefore people will subject themselves, put up with some people that they normally would not because that is where the opportunity is. So therefore that person made an error because that person had some sort of ulterior motive. It was never love. It was never loyalty. And whenever you go into anything with any sort of ulterior motive, that is usually the result. It never ends up good. Just like this case. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.